Amanda?
Recording
record on this
on
computer.
my end.
Did Amanda send you the fucking files? Were you sending him the files?
Yes,
I don't know how to do
the
this.
video is edited and done.
All right. I love you. Don't be mad. All right. Let's do this thing. Oh, I forgot how to record again. There we go. I got it. And I think it's working? Yeah, because I have a stop and pause button. That must be it. Okay. Well,
Come
ladies
back.
and gentlemen, welcome back to our... I hate that cup. I hate it. Look at its awful stop. Welcome back to When We Were Evil. I believe last time when we were playing, you had all made plots and plans as to building your houses, as to how to move forward with the destruction of Brightopolis and bringing down Garland Brighthand, the wizard of Brightopolis. And in doing so, you decided to send Katha and Vondis on their own to make a little, little subterfuge mission, saboteur mission. Sam and Clyde are going to destroy one of the, and these are all for the power plants. You're destroying 5 power plants in order to, 4 power plants, in order to bring down the power. Corlox, the betrayer, has decided to bring down one of the power plants all on his own, and Mav decided to try to take down one of the power plants all on his own.
With the 20 goblins.
Nope.
I think she agreed that she was going to lead them.
No, he did not. I think he specifically said he doesn't want a bunch of goblins.
What could we go wrong? I don't understand.
As you guys, I think we left you all off. You were either at the tree. I think you were all at the tree discussing this.
I think we just finished planning, yeah.
Yeah, and I will say that as you finish planning, a little chirp comes over Astrid's brain, and you hear, Miss Astrid, are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, so good to hear from you again. Miss Astrid, I have completed several of the items that you all wanted me to complete. So if you come back to Valnar, I have gifts for everyone.
Okay. And can you get John to be there?
Yeah.
For when we arrive.
Sure, no problem.
Okay.
All right. Alrighty then. See you all soon. Oh my goodness, how are you doing?
What
do you smell like now? And you just sort of cut it off. It's weird. It's a weird guy.
I want to tell everybody that Winan has finished all their goodies.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm going to go there.
Okay, so you all head to Valnar. You appear in the room where they're currently doing like construction on the teleportation, like around the teleportation portal. It seems that they cut out the slab of stone that the teleportation portal was drawn on, and there's like people working on it. And as you appear, they're just like, and you make your way. And they're like, oh, sir, ma'am. And you guys make your way past them. You meet Winan at the warehouse. And at the warehouse, he is able to, I would say he's probably standing there, ready, at attention. John is standing not too far away from him. Without any cultists whatsoever, because they're gone and it's just John. So he is standing there and he has several of like weapon cases, you know what I mean? Like you see in movies with weapon dealers, you know? He's got these big, hard, cases.
Crave cases?
What?
Crave cases?
Is that what they're called?
From White Castle?
Yes.
Yeah, they're crave
so
cases.
He opens those, and he very excitedly goes, all right, now. So, first of all, I know that you all wanted me to make bullets. So here they are. I've got several hundred. Well, I call them sangre hollow point bullets. You know, sangre is like, it means blood in Spanish. Anyway, so here they are. So they're hollow points. They go in, and then they pop inside the body and just sort of smash and fly.
What language is that?
Spanish.
What's Spanish?
It was spam.
You don't know what fucking Spanish is? What's wrong
Nope.
with you?
Please explain.
Where is it from? What country?
¿Por qué? Mi poco de baño.
We all see white.
My dear bathroom hands.
Yeah, that's what that means. Anyway, so
How did I
these
know
bullets,
that?
I think, would be most useful to you, Headhunter. So you take those. Basically, just pop them in whatever gun you're shooting, and you're good to go. Right. So next, we've got grenades. You said that you wanted little bomb grenades. So I've got grenades. Anyway, you throw them and they pop like little water balloons, destroying everything in like a 15-foot radius and causing some damage. They throw some shrapnel. It gets into the bodies and as well as all the blood. So it'll infect the people, right? And that's good for you. Next is we've got for you. Oh no, Esther, you wanted the a small sprayer to go on your wrist. So I have the Sangri wrist sprayer. So the Sangri wrist sprayer, pops right on your wrist, and
That's not like Spider-Man.
Oh, I guess you could wear it way if you wanted it, and then start sweating it that way. It's up to you. I was thinking that it would be on the front, like a little gun or something. But you do whatever you want. You can wear it in a hat. I don't care what you do. Put it on your shoulder, like the fucking horrible creature that hunts people. You could do that. And if you like the way that sprays, then I have two other versions. And he opens up these two crates, and you see that there is similar to that sprayer, but like almost the size of a assault rifle, and then another one that's like huge. And he goes, so this is the regular Sangre sprayer, which will basically it's a big water gun that shoots blood. That's that, but it does it pretty far. I think about 30 feet, if I'm not mistaken. And then 20 feet. There we go. And the heavy one, and it looks to this huge, it almost looks like a flamethrower. It actually sprays it sort of like a cone. It goes about 30 feet. I can't make them go too far because it's spraying pure liquid. But this is for if you want to make sure you get a lot of people at once, or things like that. And it'll get in their fucking eyes because it's all liquid and stuff, right?
Yeah. Anything that we can get to. Do we want to do a flyover the city before we attack anything?
There's a
I can't
bubble,
fly.
remember?
That's right.
That's why we're
Sorry, getting excited about
thingies.
bio warfare.
So those are. We also have. I made bombs, and I made them because I believe you said that you wanted to put them on people. So I made them sort of like backpacks, like vests, and you put them on whoever you want, and they fucking explode, and they'll kill anybody pretty much in the area. Cause a lot of. It's almost like how much you do with like a fireball. That's like how much these cause, and it sprays blood everywhere. So it'll make sure that all the shrapnel in it is coated in the blood, and it will hit everybody. All we need is Astrid's blood, which she's given us a good bit in reserve before she disappeared for a while. So I have it ready to roll. These are ready to go with her weird spooky blood.
Thank you,
So-
Lynan.
Long term, we've got Brightopolis that we're about to go to, and that's got one champion in it. And then we've got 2 more champions after that, right?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, you have and he starts counting on his fingers, and John looks at him and goes, there are 3 champions left total. You
So-
have
2 after them.
You have Garland Brighthand. He is a wizard. He's pretty powerful. You have Beatrice Trice, who was supposed to be at the prison, but she was not. And we're not sure where she is. And you have the king, of course, who is the most potent.
And the king is in a capital somewhere, I'm assuming. A completely different city than Garland
The king
Brighthand
is in
is.
Erangel, a completely the capital city of the country, yes.
So how quickly can you make these, and do you think you would be able to make more for a second assault on the capital?
You mean these weapons?
Yes.
I can mass produce them, absolutely. In the time it will take you to bring down Brightopolis, I will probably have a good, decent amount. I have a lot of regular weapons too. The bullets I can make. The problem is to be able to, we need Astrid's blood for it. So we would need her to just pretty much sit there and drain her dry for probably a few days and then let her recuperate in order to make as much as possible. But that's for the bullets and the bombs and such. As really the chemical sprayers take a lot of it too, but I think this would probably be in our best interest if we're going to be taking out large groups of people. You want to put it in the hands of soldiers. We can put it in the hands of Arthur's soldiers, and they can start, put them in sniper, like make a sniper round. That'd be really good. And then the snipers can hit them. That'd be right. That's all right.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So
Or
we
you
don't
can
have
always
to.
put it in the water supply.
That's fair.
Good times. We've come full circle. We're finally capable of doing that instead of dipping my dinky little poison dagger into the fucking water supply. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm just staring intensely into Winan's eyes.
I don't know. Huh.
We were
He's looking
Stillport.
away. He can't really look you in the eye. he's scared of you. Jeff, I'm adding the wrist sprayer to you.
Yeah.
If you guys type in Sangri, you'll be able to find any of the Sangri items that you would like, because I named them all the same.
Can I redominate John?
Do you want to redominate him?
Yeah.
Okay. You walk up to him, and he looks to you, and he looks a little like nervous, and he goes, I don't know what I've done to shun your voice in my mind, Miss Astrid, but I will do anything to make it up to you.
Well,
Wait, so which one did you give me?
I think this is Sangry wrist sprayer.
This spray? Okay, yeah.
He
My
bows
bad.
to you. Have we done well in your eyes?
Yes.
Good. Is there anything else I can do for you?
We do need to basically restock our people now.
Yes.
I would begin the process of that as best as you can. And then a little later I will have something I need from you.
From me.
Mm-hmm. But let's focus on this first. And I want you to pick out of either the ones remaining or the new ones, someone who would, how do I word this? Someone who would be worthy to be your second in command, I guess. That you would trust.
Very well. I'll do my best. With Arthur in charge of the city, I have a feeling that finding new recruits will be a lot easier. People are heavily losing faith in the champions as they have abandoned this city and many others. I think I can. I might go to, I might swing by Henlet and see if I can pick up a few of these surviving people that have tried to go back there. Arthur has been trying to take control of Henlet again.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Arthur
A lot of the refugees.
We really are going full circle.
I've been speaking to some of the refugees that have escaped from Holystone Mine and some of the others and trying to make connections there. Tell me, the people that you rescued, a lot of the prisoners that came to your fort, I might be able to talk to them if you didn't already have plans for them. I know you may want to turn them into zombies or things, but they might be useful as they might already hate the kingdom.
Yeah, that's fine.
Excellent. And did you want me to continue to bring civilians down to the chambers?
Yes.
Very good. I could do that. I'll work on it immediately.
Thank you.
By Miss Astrid. And he walks out. So you guys have a decent amount. Does anybody in particular want to take the heavy chemical sprayer or the lighter chemical sprayer?
I mean, I think we could probably give the Garistro the heavy one, right?
You what?
We could probably give the Garistro the heavy one. I'm thinking it'd probably be pretty easy for him to use.
The Garistro?
Yeah. Like, if he's going to be coming along.
It would be kind of like a handgun to him.
Oh, it's not that large? When you said it was really big, that's what I was imagining.
Well, it is really big. To you, it's really big. To him, it's probably like an SMG, like a submachine gun. So just like,
Can you imagine?
could you imagine like hooking it to his fucking shoulder or something and spraying
He's
it?
like my little gangster.
Yeah, Miss
Like a
Astrid,
little-
see?
Speaking of, you have a new little gangster we could probably also give one to.
Hashtag new little gangster.
You can, if you want, we could probably put it on the back of your dog.
Hmm.
When he runs around, like, he's spraying everybody with it. That might be good. I don't know.
My dog is about to also have something already on his back, though. I don't know if...
Yeah, you got what's his name, Roddy? You got
Yeah.
Roddy working on armor for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I bring one of these chemical sprays, he might be able to just hook it onto his back.
It's a possibility. I'll consider it.
All right. Well, let me
Alex,
know.
do you want the heavy gun?
Nah, I'm good with my weapons.
Actually, you, Headhunter, paid me quite a lot of money, didn't you?
Yes, a lot.
Well, I've been working, and now this has been a little bit of a labor of love, if you will. Don't take it the wrong way, but I have poured my heart and soul into this little number. All right, and he goes over, and there's a big fucking metal container, and he flips like these heavy locks on it and opens it, and then reaches in and pulls out a very small container, and then flips the locks on that, and he opens it up, and he's like, this, it's not huge and flashy. It won't kill tons of people at once, but you seem like someone who cares about the quality over quantity, right?
Mhm.
So I'll present you with the Reaper R50 semi-automatic handgun, and he opens it and spins it around. It's this nasty looking, looks like kind of like a 45, but like a little fatter, a little meatier.
Nice.
And he goes, now it's called the Reaper because it really only fires RIP rounds. It's the only kind of rounds you can use with it. And I've got quite a number of RIPs.
The Ripper.
The
Ripper.
or the Ripper, or the Reaper, or whatever you want to call it. But I present this to you. It is quite accurate, as I've assessed some of it here, and packed quite a punch on top of the fact that it fires RIP rounds. You will drop some motherfuckers with this thing. And he
Awesome.
hands it over to you. I will put that in your inventory now. So you
Thank
paid
you,
him
Ryan.
basically like all of your money. So you're gonna
Do you
get.
still have that cursed gun that tells you to shoot yourself
Yeah,
in the
I
head
don't
every
know
night?
how to get rid of that.
Get rid of what?
My cursed gun.
We tried and it didn't work.
You've
No,
got
it
a
didn't.
cursed gun?
I forget,
Yeah.
do you still have to roll every day, or did
I wanna-
you get Bondus to like magic it out of your brain?
I just haven't
No.
slept since like 2 games ago.
Imagine,
I'm doing okay, guys.
imagine Astrid out of his brain.
Oh, we did.
Ah, that's what it was.
Yeah, well, he tried to, and then he was,
I
wanna
thought he
start
did.
with the
I'm
gun.
so
Bondus
lost.
probably could help you with it if you wanted to talk to him about it, but probably pretty.
He's away at war right now.
He is. Well, he's gonna be away at war. for
He's
a-
not yet.
Yeah, he might not come
We haven't
back.
gone yet.
He's invulnerable. He's the strongest creature out of all of us. He's a tidal fae.
The gang
he's a
turns
coward,
on
so he'll probably
Vondus.
run away.
So Vondus would be my best bet to get rid of this revolver.
Probably,
Then maybe I'll go talk to him.
as far as you know.
Yeah, let's try that. Unless you guys want to get into the mission right now.
I'm down to try that if you want to.
Because that is kind of a big thorn in our side going forward. We haven't really had to
Is
deal
Alex
with it in a
possibly
while.
killing himself in every instance of us going to do something.
But my character's gonna die anyway, so
Stop. We just got back. We're 2 weeks playing in a row. We can't
you
get
know what? I
back
should
into
go to
that.
sleep and take a long rest just to feel rejuvenated.
Headhunter,
So,
you're
wait,
looking
if he
tired. You should
dies-
lay down.
If he dies, your plan was to play your character from the next campaign, right?
No, I would have to roll another one.
I was about to say, How are you gonna bring that character to a good campaign if he was gonna be your headhunter
The
replacement?
Headhunter's been good the whole time.
Originally he was going to use that guy, and then when we decided to do the new campaign, he was like, oh, never mind, I'll just make him good. That one.
He's the
Oh,
same
boy.
character, so I can get away with it.
When you make a brutal fighter, they can sort of just go either way. they're pretty easy to push to the evil side. But yeah, did you want to try to get rid of the CARTHUS revolver right now?
I think it's something to do if we're, not uneasy, but I think we just don't know how this mission's gonna go. So it's like anything we can any boxes we can check beforehand. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so what do you do to do it?
I'm gonna toss it. No, I'm kidding. It didn't work. I'm gonna call Wandis.
Wandis.
We've been playing this for 2 years now.
Hello.
Wandis.
Is he right there?
No, he's out. Actually, no, I'm sorry. He would be back at the tree. You got to go back to the tree.
I'll go back to the tree.
All
Meet
right,
up at the tree.
No problem. Shabam! You find Vondis and Katha as Katha seems to have drawn these crude plans, and they seem to be discussing something. And Vondis goes, I don't know, that just seems a little sick to me. And it's like, well, look, if you want us to win, then this is what we're gonna need to do. And he goes, all right, well, I'll see if I can lure somebody in there, and then you can turn them. Oh, hello.
Hi, Vondis. I have something important. We have to get rid of this gun.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea. You probably shouldn't have that at all. It's terrible.
How do we get rid of it?
Well, getting rid of cursed items is notoriously difficult. They are, that's what they do. They hook into, people and things. So what I am thinking is what might be beneficial is to try to go into your mind again and see if we can't root it out. The only thing is that I don't know if me and you are going to be strong enough to do it alone.
I can do anything.
Are we doing a Dragon Age?
I don't know if I trust everybody to go in there,
Mm-hmm.
but
What's the worst that could happen?
well, she was in there once already, but she did let you go. And that's something. You
Did
just
she let you go, or did she not notice?
She didn't notice.
So are we standing here right
Actually
now?
pissed I got rid of her out of my mind.
I
Or is it just-
assume you all went with him because
Yeah.
it seems genuinely interesting, I think, to all of you. If you two are willing to, as Mav seems to have stepped away, but if you two are willing to, oh, there he is. He just comes out of the darkness. If any of you are willing to go with me, we can try to navigate the, let's be kind and say labyrinth, that is Headhunter's mind in an attempt to root out CARTHUS.
Let's do it.
This is not what I thought we were going to do today, so let's get started. I guess you were all right on the cusp of going somewhere.
Do you need a
and
minute?
now you have decided to jump into one of your friends' minds to root out an evil revolver. So I am not prepared. We are winging it.
You remember literally like on the phone with Cairo and Matt, and you just said, yeah, I think I'm good. I don't think I have to write anything more. I think I know exactly what I'm doing.
Do you want to do this after? Like we
No, absolutely not.
That's his fault for planning.
That is my.
and thinking what we're gonna do.
It
That's
is.
his
It
fault.
is. I like to think that I know what you guys are gonna do, and
You should stop.
almost every single session, I improved wrong. I don't know why.
Mind heist.
Hey guys. So, oh my God, Bank Heist moved to America. That will still be the biggest example of why you cannot try to predict your players' movements. But this is viable. It is reasonable, and honestly, it's a good idea because he basically has like the world's worst STD right now, and you need to get rid of it.
Valid.
Blows his fucking brains out. So, all right, then all we need to do is we need to put him to sleep. As when he awakens, that seems to be when CARTHUS is most powerful over him. So we will put him to sleep, we will jump into his dreamscape, and we will try to find CARTHUS and destroy him. Now, since there's going to be all of us in his mind, we just have to be a little careful. So, gather yourselves, prepare yourselves, and somebody put Headhunter to sleep.
Wait, hold on a second here. If we die in Headhunter's brain, are we physically going in his brain?
Well,
Or are we all going to sleep too?
so here's how it works. If you die in the dreamscape, you die for real.
Okay.
And we're going in deep. Probably several layers.
I'm listening to the Inception music right now.
Are you?
Yes.
I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that.
Her eyes go white.
As we go in, it may get a little crazy. His mind.
Oh yeah, no, I don't need an explanation of how fucking nuts he is. But like,
His mind is going to see us as intruders, and it will act accordingly. And
Right.
seeing the fact that he is a pretty deadly individual will make it a little difficult. We may have to rely on our wits.
He's gonna be
more than
there
our
too,
power.
right?
It's not like the last time.
It could be
if we're
evil
going in
or
there to
something.
root out CARTHUS, we must make sure that he isn't present at all times, or CARTHUS might have too much hold on the situation and might
I
be
don't think
able to root
Headhunter's
out
present at all
our
times as it
plan.
is.
I'm sure we will see Headhunter, but he will not be quite as he is right now.
We're trapped on an island with Florida, man. That's what we're going to be doing.
One shot
Florida
in the
Bane.
mirror,
No, I don't know what you're talking
when
about.
Alex looked in the mirror and it was himself.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Welcome to Happy Land.
Mhm.
So, Alex, are you ready?
Born ready.
All right, good night. And he claps his little paws together, and just, if you're not going to fight his effect, then you just literally fall right there, just on the ground.
Just
So,
All right, someone grab his feet and drag him in here.
Oh, wait, yeah, Mav, you're stronger.
I guess I do that. I don't know where we are because I walked away.
So it's one of the rooms in, I would say it's one of the destroyed houses in the tree.
Okay.
That Katha was making like plans, and the Katha just looking at what is happening goes, all right, and rolls up the plans and goes, I guess I'll see you later.
You're
I
so
thought we were
hard.
in the middle of doing something, and now you want to jump into this whatever. You do whatever you want. And she goes out and like
Can I see your
pitter-patters with
secrets now?
Mind
my
ties.
sweet seeks. So, you guys drag him, you put him on the table that they originally had the plans on, and he goes, all right, so here's how this is going to work. Everybody must sit around him, and I'm going to put all of us to sleep. All right?
Okay.
What?
I don't think I can do this.
Why?
I don't sleep. I cannot be put to sleep at all.
Is it impossible, or do you refuse?
No, it's impossible. That is part of, like, there is a trait. There's a character trait. I cannot be put to sleep by any magical means.
Can you
or
like?
fall asleep?
Can you long rest and astral project into his brain?
That's gonna be up to you. I don't.
Because you're crazy witch lady. Like I feel like that would be something you would
Astrid,
have the ability to do.
if you wouldn't mind, may I do something?
What?
Mm-hmm.
And let me touch your hand with my paw.
What are you gonna do?
This is when Vondas kills the crew.
I am Fae. I am a titled Fae. I'm going
I got pee.
to see what you're capable of and what you're not capable of.
Ooh. Go ahead.
So he puts his little paw in her hand and he goes, now this should be able to.
Squeeze his hand a little bit.
Very
Are you
well.
clammy, Astrid?
I am. It's hot.
No, I'm saying like in general, not.
It's like slimy and gross, yeah. And he puts his hand and like kind of wipes it. He wipes it off on Esther's coat. So, what? Astrid, you have vastly increased your magical potential. Do you realize that? All right. I think you should be fine. Simply rest as you normally would in your meditative state, and I will ensure that you are brought in. However, you will not be able to pay attention to what's going on out here, but you will be conscious.
Mhm.
All
Okay.
right. Very well.
Find it now.
So, are we all ready?
Let's do this.
So I'm never gonna be.
All right. Did Alex leave?
He's
Or...
going to the bathroom.
Okay.
It's accurate though right now.
I came up with things that would keep him in the game at least a little bit, but okay. So, without further ado, Mav, go to sleep. Esther, go to sleep.
Oh, no.
Now it's just me and you. This is what I wanted.
Strangle him.
Mouth kiss.
Like to move
Mouth
first.
kiss Vondus.
I'm always ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Very well. And do you?
Mhm.
Okay, you do feel that his magic does kind of sweep over you as you sort of take on this sort of trance-like state. You do close your eyes and lose sense of the room that is around you.
Mhm.
You all open your eyes immediately. It's almost like, you know, when you like fall asleep for like a second and wake back up and it's like the worst sleep ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what it feels like, except you are all standing on what appears to be this cracked paved road. It's kind of fucked up asphalt and buildings around you that seem to be desolate and kind of like destroyed in a way. Wind sweeps through this sort of empty like cityscape that is essentially destroyed. And it's like broken windows and buildings that are half destroyed, but it's just city for miles and miles. And Vondus is there with you and he goes, all right, so this is the beginning. Where we are now is essentially the surface area. This is what he keeps in order to keep people away. Think like armor for your mind, and this is Headhunter's armor.
He
Sort
does
of
this consciously?
What?
He does this consciously?
No, absolutely not.
Did you see surprised? Yeah.
Yeah, no, he
Okay.
doesn't. He's a wonderful man, but he does not have the mental capability to do that. No.
Okay.
He does this subconsciously. The reason he chooses an empty city, I'm not sure. Probably something both comfortable and empty to intruders. There's nothing for us to find here except, you know, uncomfortable hostility. Now, the only thing that's left to do is travel. So I think we should follow this road, as it seems to be the only clear path, and make our way. I would stay away from any of the alleyways and buildings, as they may be the pit traps and pitfalls that he's placed for people that may be looking for answers. So, let us go. And Vondus begins to travel down the road. As you guys travel with Vondus, I want everybody to make a perception check. Tell me what you get. Yeah.
My passive is higher and stuff.
What is it?
12
12?
for passive.
Okay.
25?
What did you get?
13.
Jeff got 13. I got 25.
13, 25, damn. Okay, so Esther and Astrid are walking along, just kind of like, whatever, okay, we're going to follow you. Mav, you're a little bit more, I'm not going to say, you know, ill at ease, but you're more aware than everybody else is just in general. And as you're walking, you do notice that there is movement coming from one of the alleyways, but you ignore it. As Vonda said, don't go anywhere. And then you notice that there's movement on another one, and then one of the broken rooftops, something moves across. Like, okay. And as you guys move, Alex. Alex?
Yes.
You are... Okay, let's see how we can do this. Alex, you are simple. Someone has come into your area. This is your home. This is your territory. Someone is coming in here, and they're here for something bad. They're probably here to take something from you, or hurt you, or kill you, or take your money, worst of all, or try to stop you from ever having drugs, women, or money again, which is just the worst. You don't know who these people are. You don't know what they want, and you're goddamn sure that they're not going to be getting anywhere further in your mind. Now you, luckily, are not alone. There's more of you, several more of you.
Oh boy.
Now, Headhunter, Alex, whichever you prefer in this state, you have
Alexander.
you have guns, and you have people behind you, and there's a group of what looks like 1, 2, 3 people, and Vondus. You like Vondas. Vondas is good. The rest of them are intruders, and they probably should either die or leave. It's up to you. How do you want to? You have the jump on them. They are walking across this road in this empty city that is your home. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna get on a loudspeaker and tell them to turn back or die.
You turn and there's suddenly a loudspeaker there because you need there to be, and you get on it. You guys hear like this horrible shrill noise as the loudspeaker turns on, and you hear Headhunter's voice echo across the city in that manner. Vondas goes, "Uh-oh. Well, we can't stop, so let us keep walking. With confidence." And he trots his little bunny legs.
I'll say, Vondas, what are you doing here?
Headhunter, we are here to try to help you. We want to make you well again. You are sick, and we are here to help. This is Astrid. She looks a little different, horrible. And we have Oestre and Mav, your friends. You kind of remember these people's names, but nah, it's probably a trick.
Why are they here?
They need to help me. I'm not able to do it on my own.
Can I roll persuasion?
Sure.
16 plus 11, that's what, 27?
27.
I look back at Headhunter and I holler up to him. I'm like, do you really not remember all those times we fought together and I saved your ass? You really think I wouldn't be here again, saving your ass? There's no reason for us to lie to you.
Do I remember? Or do I just forget, but I feel like it's authentic?
So here's, because this is PvP sort of in this way, and this is you are trying to persuade him, I would want to, instead of going by straight rolls, which you did roll high, so I'm going to say just take into account what Mab is saying is very influential. But would Headhunter in a paranoid state allow this or believe in this?
Well, I trust Vondas. I remember Vondas, right?
Yes, so you do remember Vondas, and you do remember these guys in a way. It's just weird that they're here. But from everything that Mav just said, like, do you not remember us fighting? You do remember it. You definitely, it's in there. It's in your mind. You remember it. It's up to you as to whether or not you would allow them deeper access into your mind. Would your character allow this?
Well, since I know the group, I don't really know their intentions. What could go wrong if I allowed them to keep continuing further?
You don't know. That's the scary part.
Because then I would spawn like a nice magic school bus for them to get on.
You can do that if you wish.
I want to spawn a magic school bus.
Okay.
Like a face and everything.
After you say that, Mav, there's a bit of silence, and from the sky, Vondas goes, oh, move, and you guys back up as a school bus slams into the ground, like, and like sits there. It's beat up. It's horrible looking, but it has like a big, horrible, goofy face painted on the front. It looks like a nightmarish memory of some sort of maybe children's TV show or something that Headhunter may have watched as a child, but it's warped as time has gone on and he can't remember it quite well. But there it is, a magical school bus sitting in front of you. And Vondas kind of looks confused. Alex, is this for us or some sort of weapon?
I want the bus to go, meep, meep.
Oh, all right. So you're allowing us further access into your mind?
Yes.
We're onto a death trap.
All right.
I know,
Well,
this
this
is
is
not
great.
good.
Well done, Mav. Look at that. And so Vondas goes to the school bus. The bus opens. Is there a driver?
No, it's like a demolition doll that's just like hunched over.
Oh,
So it's a demolition doll. Because the bus fell, the demolition doll's head is dented into the steering wheel. So you all get into. Vondas goes, well, that's morbid, and gets into one of the seats. Do you all
Is that
pile
your
into
ice
this
cream
odd bus?
music?
What?
That's outside my house. Never mind. I heard ice cream music.
I thought that was in game.
I thought it was a good.
I
So,
think I'm really losing my mind.
So you all
Is
get on.
everyone all aboard?
I guess
Do
so.
you all trust this?
Yeah, sure. Do we really have a choice? Like,
Okay.
I want the doors to seal
Okay, the
and,
door.
like, disappear.
As you guys begin to drive, you begin to make your way through, and Vondas goes, "Well, this is going quite well. I think if we are able to keep contacting Alex and remind him that we are friends and not foes, this may be smoother than I think." And as you drive, it begins to rain in this cityscape, and he goes, "Oh, all right. It seems that we are entering a different section, perhaps." And as it rains, it's raining pretty intensely, and it begins to thunderstorm, and the rain changes and begins to change to red, and starts looking like it is raining blood. And Vondas looks at it. Well, that's probably not the best thing that could happen. And you all, as the bus is driving, it starts to go faster and faster. And I'm gonna say, because Mav, you have the highest just base perception, you notice that the driver is no longer a dummy. You look and it is some sort of, it looks like it is that dummy, but all of it, like a bunch of the plastic pieces have broken off, and there was like pulsating meat underneath it.
Oh boy.
Gripping the steering wheel with these the hands, the plastic has been destroyed at like the forearm, and there are these massive grotesque hands gripping the wheel as it is just staring now, and it is going hauling ass through this like blood storm as it's just pounding through the pavement with the school bus. Unsure as to its intentions or where it's going, you just notice it.
Mm-hmm.
This thing has changed. But again, this could be Alex doing this.
Can I use detect thoughts?
Detect thoughts? Oh God, yeah, you're in them. You want to aim it specifically at the dummy or just in general? Okay, you want to aim it at the dummy?
Yeah.
Okay, very clever. So, what does he have to roll?
Wisdom 19.
No. So, here's what you hear. As the dummy is driving, and as you look at this inanimate object or animated object moving, you hear, "He's mine. Nothing you can do. Nothing anyone can do. He's mine. I hope you rot at the bottom of this chasm." And you're like, "Chasm?" And you look like I just imagine the way Esther would, you kind of like peek, and out the windshield you do see, as like some of the lightning hits and through the red rain, you do see what looks like just a huge massive cliff far off in the distance. And he goes, "I hope you all crash and burn."
Guys, we have a problem.
I imagine that I would want them to help me, but I think CARTHUS
This is
like
CARTHUS.
like a tumor inside of my mind that now he's taking control of the.
There's some things that you're not going to be able to fight against. However, you do, well, right now you think, okay, everyone's on the school bus and things are going to be okay. Ow. It kind of depends on what these guys are going to do next, and then I'll give you what you're feeling. So, like, it depends on how much you notice, because CARTHUS isn't going to let you notice everything that's happening.
Mhm.
Fight or flight, buddy.
The what?
I'm asking Jeff, fight or flight.
We're about to go off high drop.
Can you drive?
We have to get rid of this thing.
It's not a problem. Can I roll like really fast stealth?
You want to, yes, sure. Do you want to sneak attack him?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, roll stealth.
What's 17 plus 6?
Okay.
I gotta remember how to even attack things.
No, he doesn't notice you. Because that was a lot you just did.
17 was my plus 2. 6 was what I rolled.
What? You have a plus 17 to your stealth?
Yeah, buddy.
Holy fucking shit.
Extra 96
What's that
damage.
gonna be at level 20?
Scary. Let's see here.
Plus 20.
God.
I'm gonna fling my dagger at him.
Okay,
So I
okay,
have to-
back to his head.
I have to roll to hit, right? And then I add the hit DC. Oh my god.
So yeah, roll to hit with advantage, and then just tell me the damage with all that sneak attack business.
19 plus 14. Does that hit?
Yes. He's
Okay.
a dummy driving a car.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's a demon.
and he doesn't see it coming.
I need a calculator. I can fucking type. D4. Oh, that's good. Okay. 4. Wait, what's 9? 10, 11, 12. I look at Esther and I say, "Get ready to drive," and I fling the dagger, aiming for the base of the skull of the dummy, and it does 58 points of damage.
Oh my god, yeah. You throw this thing into one of the lesser avatars of CARTHUS. As it slams into the back of his head, slamming his head into the thing, and it just goes. Or what does the horn sound like, Alex?
I imagine just screaming since it's coming from CARTHUS.
Ah, you dirty cocksuckers! And then it sort of disappears, and the dummy falls. The meat sort of disintegrates, and the dummy falls into pieces. And the bus is now just careening through the bloodstorm. You climb up, Esther, as you get in there. I want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. This is 17.
17? All right.
Yes.
You slam the bus sideways as it's driving. It turns, but it starts sliding in the blood of the bloodstorm, and it tips on a rock and just lands on its side as you all sort of hit the one side of the bus, and the bus is sliding, but now much slower across the dirt and the sand, and stops just at the precipice of the cliff as it just and a bunch of the dirt falls down into this just endless sort of chasm down to the bottom. And you can hear what sounds like something down there, sounds like a bunch of things at the bottom of this cliff.
Can I
and they're all
spawn?
sort of in this tipped over bus.
Can I spawn something to help them?
So in this area, Alex, you know that this is sort of a dangerous area of your mind. You would want to make sure that you're in. You know what? No, fuck it. You know what? I could do that. I could do that some other time. Go ahead, buddy. What do you want to do? It's your brain. What do you want to do to help?
So
them?
you remember my Juggernaut unicorn outfit?
Yes, I do.
I want that in the flesh to help them.
Oh no, that is the worst. Okay. So as you're all tipped over, sort of just like, fuck. I want everybody to take 5 bludgeoning damage as you tipped over in this vehicle. I'm gonna say too. What's your wisdom, Astrid? The total number of your wisdom. 14?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's your wisdom, Esther?
17.
Okay. And what's your wisdom, Mav?
Base
Yeah,
11.
not the plus. 11?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your health. So we're going to do this shit scary. So you all just took 5 damage. Mav, you're at half health. Esther?
Okay, so should I add my health back on my sheet?
No. Literally just take a piece of paper and write your wisdom.
Okay.
That's your health for this stupid little mindscape that we're in right now.
Oh.
So you have 6 health now.
So you said 5 damage?
So that's from your 14. Do you need a piece of paper?
No, I'm gonna put it in my temporary hit points.
Okay. So we'll just do it like your wisdom is your health, and if you
Oh,
die,
Jesus.
you'll die for real. So as you all land, you're hurt. You're kind of like fuck, and then the metal starts being ripped from the back door, and the whole door gets ripped off of its hinges, and you see peeking in through the bloodstorm is the face of this beautiful, happy unicorn with its eyes going the wrong way and like its mouth like a big smile. Now you're not in there, right? It's just this thing is alive.
Yeah, it's like a biological version.
It is like muscle that is also armor, and it kind of peeks in, and it has this huge gun. Its other hoofy clip-clop hand in, and what does it sound like? And what does it say?
Just squeaks.
as this horrific thing points to you, and Vaughn just goes, "Oh my god!"
What do you mean, oh my god, you're supposed to be our guide? What
You're
what is
right,
this?
you're right, but just Jesus. All right.
During that scene, the Inception downbeat song was happening, so he looked in and went, "Dong."
So, Vondas hops out, and you're all standing as you get out of this out of the bus. You're all standing in the blood rain with this unicorn. Now, Alex, the unicorn knows the way. It knows which way to go.
Mhm.
Does it? I assume it has like some tactical flashlights to help it through the blood storm and the darkness.
Well, yeah. Well, it's like huge miniguns to just have all the attachments on it. Like,
It's like laser sights
Mhm.
and like all this tactical shit on its gun. So it points all of this shit forward, and it's sort of where it points its gun, the rain stops. The rain is no longer pouring. Now, Alex, some of your people are a little hurt. How would you help them? How would you heal them?
these guys here,
Yeah. What would the unicorn offer them?
unicorn meat from its body.
So it looks
He holds out his arm.
it looks to all of you, and as it's walking its way, it looks to you back and forth, and it digs into its own chest
Oh,
with its hoofy claw and pulls out some meat and offers it to you for you all to feast upon. And
I'll
Bonus
take
goes,
it.
"Oh,
I'll eat it.
okay. This
I'm
is
like
probably
looking.
just trying to help us."
I'm looking at this thing I've never seen before in my entire life, and then I
Okay.
look at Astrid and Esther just eating it. Does it look like when it tears it off? Does it look like a marshmallow? Does it look like meat?
No, it looks
like
like meat.
it looks like meat.
It is rainbow meat.
Mhm.
I look at Esther. How do you feel? Do you feel better?
You get 3 of your health points back.
It's
You're listening.
healing. Unicorn meat heals.
Okay. And Ma'am very like tentatively takes someone like.
You eat it. Yeah, it's delicious. Oh my
Mm.
goodness.
Doesn't it make you hallucinate? What the?
So it does, and that's what's gonna happen next is because you know that it makes you hallucinate, it is true unto the world that they are in. Everybody make a constitution saving throw as you feast upon the unicorn's meat. This is not where I thought this session was going, but I'm happy that it's going there.
Well, I'm glad you're having fun because I felt bad about it. But here we go.
19.
Constitution throw.
Yes, constitution saving throw.
9.
Uh-oh. Astrid, you would have taken disadvantage on this anyway because you trip balls regularly. So do it again to see if it's even less. 5.
It is.
Good. So
8.
Astrid, as you eat it, you watch. You can in here. Oh my God! In here, because the mind is what you work with. It's like Neo being inside the Matrix, and you just see how it all works. You're like, oh, okay, I get it. None of this is real. This is all bullshit. It's all crazy shit in his head. I know that it'll make me real. My mind will make it think that I'm real, and then I'll die. But the fact of the matter is that I'm inside of a mindscape, and I'm actually okay and outside. And now you're lost in this sort of like circular logic, and you're like, and like you're starting to see grids in like on the world. Like there's a roof to this. There's like a ceiling to
Like
this
it's
world.
all a hologram.
Yeah, but it's real. So it's the most awful experience, and you're like, oh God, I hate this. What did you get, Mav?
4.
4? Okay, Matt,
4.
you eat it, and you're like, all right, so, and now all of the blood rain is going from the ground up, and
Oh,
it's like
boy.
raining the wrong way, and you're
Oh,
like,
no.
and you look, and you see that Esther looks back to you, and his eyes are like glowing bright purple, and as he like yawns out of boredom, you see inside of his mouth is another smaller Esther going, and you're just like, now you can't be within 10 feet of Esther
Okay.
until I say otherwise. So remember that you are now irrationally scared of Esther.
Scooches a little closer to Astrid, but very pointedly does not look at her.
Astrid is staring at the ceiling like,
Cool.
and the unicorn goes, "Ow, ow," and starts pointing and is aiming.
Does
his
he
gun
look
at
okay?
Walker. Yeah, he's fine. It's the meat
Okay.
chunk is gone, but he's like, come along. And he starts making his way through the blood rain as you guys follow him. About maybe like 20 minutes through the blood rain, the sound is immense, and you can see as the unicorn stops and raises one of its hoofy clip clops and scans like the area with his gun, and then you see him like slip back, and there's something that like ran through. And it's like, and then you see, and it like runs through again. And then he flips his flashlight around, and you see something running through the rain and the darkness, and it appears to be Alex. What's a random thing that you're scared of? What's something Headhunter would be scared of? Something not the biggest fear, but a fear. And I will try to make something out of it.
Stubbing your toe or something, that level of fear, or like
I want to bring. What about one of my enemies from the past? Like maybe the archer or something.
Oh, that's good. Ooh, how about this? How about all the people that you killed? Would that bother him at all?
Yeah, that's actually a good. Yes, all these
That's a
like
lot of
zombies could
people.
be the people that I killed.
Mm-hmm. So from the rain comes this man. You all don't recognize him, but the unicorn does. And he has like one clean bullet hole right in his head, and he just and he's got like blood coming out of his eyes and his mouth. And he runs, and the unicorn goes boom, 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 and like obliterates him. And the unicorn's like, and is speaking to you, but you can't understand it. And another one comes out of the rain.
Since I'm not tripping, I can see subtitles.
So he fires again. What did he say to you, Jeff?
Can I see?
Yeah, what did he say? You see the subtitles, not me. What is it?
He says there's a bunker up ahead we can hide in.
Okay, I love it. So he starts and starts firing at these things as they're running. You guys notice that there's too many of them for him to hold off alone, but he's holding off the majority. As they run at you, what do you guys do to help? How do you fight off this horde? They're coming from every direction. What are the spells? What are the abilities? And what are the things that you do? It is dark enough, Mav, that you would be able to hide from most of these things amidst this blood rain. You're stealthier than they are even. So if you want to hide, you can.
I'll do synaptic static.
Synaptic static?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a 20-foot sphere and then just explodes.
Awesome. So you put that like just somewhere out in the rain, like next to you or near you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What does it do?
So 8d6 psychic damage.
Don't worry about the damage. I'm more interested in what's the effect. What does it do here? Like, is it like a huge loud scream? Is it like an orb of purple light? What would it be to you?
Just like an invisible, like, you know what I mean? Explosion.
So Astrid throws her hand to the side, your big weird kind of clawed hand, as you do it, and where the rain is pouring in the area that you want, the rain stops pouring there. It's almost like it's hitting like a dome.
Mm-hmm.
And as it sits there, you see all the zombies that are inside of it start clenching their heads and screaming. And as this bubble explodes, you see that all of their heads fucking explode. There's maybe like 20 of them in this bubble that you did, and all of their heads just fucking pop. You see that it's all different people. You know, men, women, some of them are like orcs, some of them look like they're like mutants. It's just these bizarre, freakish things that with it all different matters of being shot, usually shot, stabbed. Okay, so as a lot of those ones explode and their heads blow off, they fall to the ground. Mav, what are you doing?
is the bunker in view?
Not quite yet, but the unicorn is working his way forward, and it seems like he knows which way he's going.
Okay, so like let's say here's us, here's unicorn, here's the bunker. There's zombies and shit in front of us.
All around you.
All
He's
around?
coming up from behind you, coming up from the sides. He's eradicating the ones in the front, but there's ones coming from all sides of you guys that will get to you.
I am
D&D always, you know.
I'm gonna push as much as I can the unicorn and the other two ahead of me and focus on like a cluster of them trying to come in and flank.
Yep.
And I'm gonna use my tattoo acid thingy.
Okay.
My tattoo toxic cloud.
No problem.
Let's see, it's a con save of 15. There's a poison cloud that does 20 points of damage in a 20-foot radius. So
Awesome. So as you let them go past you, as you sort of hide, and as some of the zombies are running, because it's a cloud around you, right?
yeah, so I wanted to make sure that they were like out of the way.
So some of the zombies even run past you as you're sort of ducked down in the mud. They can't really see you, the blood mud. And as they run past you, and in the pure dark, you see the green runes of your arms glow, and your eyes open as it's just like this explosion of poison around them. And as they're running through, you hear them like gurgling and coughing and like vomiting blood as they start falling to the ground, convulsing. And you get up and start moving. As some of them are like, rah, and they like see you.
Mhm.
Esther,
Insect plague.
this tide. What?
Insect plague.
As you launch an insect, the swarming insects to your left start eradicating these things. Some of the insects even picking some of these people up and like ripping them to shreds, as it's just keeping a good distance. Now do mark off your spell slots because you're using these.
Mhm.
Good. As you're slaying them, you can't use your tattoo again, I think, for a long rest, right? Yeah.
Right.
So these are things expended. As you guys are blasting it and attacking them, Alex, ahead of the unicorn are a whole bunch of them. And you know for a fact that bunker, though you'll be able to get to it, it takes a while for that door to open. And it takes a while for it to close again. What's the best thing? Now, you'll be able to get to it with just simply eradicating them. How will you keep these things at bay? Do you have a plan?
As the unicorn or something else to spawn
As the
in?
unicorn. It takes your strength to be the unicorn right now. CARTHUS is everything else. You are the unicorn.
Be the unicorn.
Be the unicorn.
Well, I would say once we get to the door, the unicorn will kick out his bipod on the chain gun and just try to hold them off as the door's opening and closing.
As you guys approach, you do see this massive bunker. It looks like a military bunker, as it probably would in Headhunter's mind. And as you reach it, you can see the unicorn like, as he's screaming to them, eradicating them. And as you guys go past him, you see that what would be the password to get in to this bunker, Headhunter?
This is my safe place in
This
the
is a safe
CARTHUS
place?
universe.
It's a safe place when you're scared.
Vondis.
so the unicorn yells to you, Jeff, and that's what you see in the subtitles is Vondis, and you're like,
Bondus.
Yes.
It's the password.
Oh, all right. And he can't reach.
What is it, like a handle?
It's a button thing.
Oh my god, I want to go over and use it.
You type in Vondis, and the doors begin to open. The unicorn pops out. He takes his huge machine gun, and suddenly it has like a tripod on it, or that he puts on the ground so it can like swivel, and it sort of transforms into this like epic fucking like chain gun, and he starts firing off at all of these zombies. The doors open, and you guys are able to get inside, and the zombies are getting much closer now as they're starting to like run, and some of them are even attacking onto the unicorn as he pulls out a sidearm and like blows off one of their heads like, yeah! And he's shooting as he's fighting them off. And the doors begin to close. Alex, you could make it in there, but you know that if you run in there now, a bunch of them will follow you behind, and it'll.
You know what his vest is made out of.
The what?
You know what his vest is made out of.
He stays.
Mm-hmm.
He stays. As the doors close, you look behind you to see that the unicorn is still shells flying, zombies getting ripped apart. As the unicorn like looks over its shoulder as the door starts shutting, you see him lift up one of his clippy cloppers and goes, what did he say, Jeff?
Be good.
Be good. As the doors shut behind him, and Vaughn just goes, no! Oh, I got kind of attached to him. Ooh. All right, well, he's just a construct, so let us keep going.
Was he giving us a thumbs up, or did he have a suicide vest?
He had a suicide vest.
And you go, well, good thing he was giving us a thumbs up, right, Esther?
Yeah.
Was that? So, it
was the power of love. Let's go.
You guys are now inside of this bunker. The inside of the bunker is a safe place. Alex, is this still a bunker anymore, or is
the apartment I grew up in Red 9.
Oh,
It's not very
So you see
comfy.
this dilapidated, shitty-looking home, and home is a stretch. It's an apartment, one bedroom. There are pipes running up the walls. There's sludge dripping from the ceiling into like a bucket that's glowing. This glowing sludge. You can see that there is an air conditioner in the window with a just massive hole punched through it, like something blasted it or like it exploded. The sink is overladen with dishes. And you can see that the table is a mess of all different things, including like there's like a small handgun, there's some drugs, some money. You see that this place is a mess. You hear yelling and screaming outside. You hear what sounds like bizarre creatures. You guys know. No, actually, you don't, because none of you guys have ever been here except for Mav. Mav, this looks a little familiar, and the taste in the air is unmistakable. This is that same place you guys were at before. This is that Red 9 place you had to go for an arena. Oh, I'm sorry. So,
Real quickly, feel free to bunny map. I have to do that thing I was talking about.
no problem. Do your thing. So as you guys stand there, sort of in this shit show, what is little Headhunter doing right now?
Drawing pictures at the kitchen table.
You guys turn, and at the kitchen table is a small child, little shaved little head, looking very similar to a child version.
Just
of
a small Headhunter.
It's just a tiny Headhunter as he is sitting there drawing pictures. And Vondas goes, "Oh, all right, this is good. This is good. We have reached the inside of a safe haven in his mind. So we could try to ask him. We could try to ask him the best way to move forward, or how to get to deeper parts of his mind. Are any of you good with children? I hate them. Not you.
I'm
Just
standing
Esther?
over Headhunter when he turns around.
Oh, what are you drawing?
Right now it's just all skulls, but he doesn't act like anyone's there. He's like alone, not responding to them.
Sort of in your mind. So you look and you see these pictures. Do you try to interact with them?
I ask him where his parents are.
You see him throw the one sheet of paper and he starts drawing, and he draws his mom like just a tombstone actually.
That's the mom?
Yeah,
What about your dad?
and like just question marks.
The question marks look wiggly, almost like, and they're
Jelly.
yellow crayon, almost like some sort of slime.
He doesn't know yet.
Doesn't know yet.
I can't unlock that part. Oh. Are you safe here?
He stops drawing.
Where's someplace you do feel safe?
Where would he feel safe?
Well,
The comedy club. No.
that's.
I
don't
guess
think
here,
you're-
like right here is my safe haven.
This is it. This is.
Oh.
I would imagine that the door has a million locks on it. You
Mhm.
can't go anywhere else. Nothing else can get in. And that's it's sort of like a locked little room in a box that he's put himself in, is what I would imagine.
Yeah.
Especially, as a child, you have no control over anything. So that's like, he's bunkering down. This is a bunker, essentially.
Now, in character, we know he told us the story of, I almost said Gunface, of Skullface
Yes.
and everything. So I'm thinking, like, how can we, like, I'm almost being a bastard here, and like, how can we push this, deeper? So it's like, do I introduce the concept of that danger here?
Right now, there's no way out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you remember Gunface?
And
Skullface.
Skullface.
Skullface. At the sound of that name, you remember. And suddenly, there's a huge pound on the front door as the locks shake and tremble. And you hear, "Where are you?" Another very intense, loud slam. I know you're in there. Boom, boom. And the door one of the locks just blows off the door, and the door begins to crack and break, and there's green light emanating from behind it. And Vaughn just goes, oh no, what does the childish Alex do?
The kid should go run and hide and like disappear.
He runs and hides under a bed, and you guys just turn here, boom, boom, as the door begins to be destroyed. And as one final slam, the door explodes, and as all of the light comes pouring in, you find that this room, this small apartment, has become much bigger and has become
An arena.
what?
An arena.
It has become much bigger and has turned into an arena. Yeah. And it's turned into the glow pit. You guys are unfamiliar with it. Mav again knows, and Mav goes, oh, fuck, as Mav looks around. And you see that the ground is sort of this grated metal, is this great glowing goo is deep beneath you. And what the remnants of the door is now inside of the hand of this massive beast, this huge orcish monster that is standing like easily like 20 feet tall, and he crushes the door in his hand and goes, I'll cut your fucking head off, and starts screaming down to you all. And I think that's where we'll take our first little break.
Okay.
Okay, very good. So, 5
Complete
minutes.
clown shoes.
You guys do whatever you got to do. 5-10 minutes, whatever it takes,
Okay.
as long as you need. And if you need to go away for a while, you go ahead and go away and come back whenever you need to.
Yeah, they changed the time on me again, so instead of 4:30, it's 5. So I should be good for just a little bit. And like I said, I can do it right here. It's just I don't know if I'll be able to focus on 2 things at once.
Don't worry about it, buddy. This is Silly's. This is Silly's.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the recording going, I guess.
Yeah. Shall we jump back into it?
Yeah.
All right, Alex, you want to give us a clap?
Thank you. That was very gentle. I appreciate that.
So, welcome back. Last we left off, you guys had entered Headhunter's mind in an attempt to try to root out the parasite that is CARTHUS. CARTHUS tried to drive you off of a cliff, but you escaped and had to fight through a bloodstorm filled with the dead victims of Headhunter's exploits, all the people that he murdered in all those years. You found refuge in a bunker that was actually a safe place in his mind, where a small childish version of himself was drawing little pictures. Esther decided to, in an attempt to escape this safe room, decided to bring back a trauma and traumatize the child by making him remember his mother's murderer. In true villain
I
fashion.
stopped paying
Not
attention
my
for 2
brain.
seconds, and this is what you do.
The murderous skull face smashed through the door of the safe room and ripped apart the apartment, showing that you are now in an arena, which we saw previously, where Headhunter had actually fought Skullface. And now you stand above this sort of bubbling radioactive goo on this sort of grated floor, hundreds of these mutated monsters cheering and roaring in a thirst for blood, and the massive Skullface standing terrible. One arm is a mangled metal sort of, a bunch of metal sort of claws all spinning and whirling. The other one's just a huge righteous green fist as his massive orcish form, way bigger than an orc should be, like 20 feet tall, stands before you with these big green tanks on his back, glowing with tubes attached to his body, sort of his veins glowing and his eyes glowing as he looks down to you. I'll have your fucking head. And that's where we will begin. Now, I want everybody to roll initiative for me. And tell me what you get.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What'd you get?
I got 15.
You got a 15? Hold on. Let me roll. I got 14. So 20 to 25, anybody?
I'm not rolling, right?
No, you're not. 25 to 20 to 15 is Jeff. So Esther goes first.
I got a 17.
Oh, you got a 17?
17.
Mav, Esther, and then Skull, and then you. I
One.
assume. Ooh, Astrid doing bad.
Do you have a negative to your initiative? No. Do you just have nothing added to it?
No, it was 2 minus 1.
Oh.
So, Mav, you go first. Now, there is sort of a glowing light from underneath, but other than that, you've been here before, and there are dark spots and areas of this arena that you could probably hide. It's not as smoky filled as it was before when you fought the laser wolf, but you can try to avoid. There are other people that he'd be looking at, and you could probably slip away if you want to hide, or you could just straight up fight him. To you.
Is there any way that I can see, even including climbing over the top of like the thing, for me to get out?
To get out into the crowd?
Yes.
So as you look, there are as the walls are surrounded by these red lasers, if you remember, these like heat lasers, and then the top is sort of this like energy dome. You can't really get out into the crowd. And climbing on the wall seems a little difficult. Is there something specific you're looking for?
I was gonna try and get to the control room to open the pit, but if that's not a possibility, is there any kind of like, I know it's a grate, is there anything underneath it that looks to be like machinery, or is it all well concealed, like within the walls and stuff?
So I will say that under the grate and near the edge of the walls is where you do see some big mechanical sort of wheels. You'd have to get under the grate to get there, which is difficult because the holes are only like that big. However, roll perception for me.
What's 18 plus 6?
That's
good
enough.
enough.
So you mentioned the control room. As you glance over to the control room, you do see that there is somebody up there in the control room, looking down at you, and it's sort of like a shadowy kind of figure, and you just get a feeling that you might know who's in there, but it's hard to tell. It could be Headhunter, as this is his mind.
Can I...
Whether he'll listen to you or not depends on what you say, but
How far can I do this? Can I detect thoughts on it?
do you have detect thoughts?
I do, because I'm Legacy of Dis.
Stop calling me whoever that is. So sure. He has to roll against it, right?
Let's see here. Oh wait, he's probably not within 30 feet of me though, is he?
Ooh, he's far up there.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I need to do a thing. So let's say Mav is just being sneaky for right now.
Okay, so you're gonna roll to hide?
Yeah, I
Or
can
you're
do
just
that.
gonna choose the hide option? Okay. So go ahead and roll stealth.
11 plus 17, that's 28.
28, that's really good.
Okay.
You kind of and back up into the darker sort of areas of the
Okay.
So Mav, you are hiding. Esther, you look at this huge behemoth. What are you doing?
I will spread my wings and fly a bit.
Okay, so you're like, fuck this. And you rise up into the air. You kind of rise up to where like his head is, and he just sort of roars at you. That's your movement, right? I don't think it's an action to spread your wings, or is it?
No, so he's in front of me.
If you want him to be, you could have and flown.
You know
back.
what? Let's try something.
Okay.
Uh,
You have your new sword.
I do, but I want to just give me 1 second. I want to make sure I say this right. Okay, I want to just kick him in the face. I don't want to just hit him with a melee attack.
Okay. Okay, no problem. So you swoop down and kick him in the face. I want you to roll an unarmed strike. If I'm not mistaken, for you, an unarmed strike is pretty low. Yeah, it's 1. You do 1 damage. It's 1 plus. I'll say plus your strength modifier.
Wait,
which is nothing.
yeah. So wait, do I hit him?
Yeah. We'll say you hit him. He's huge. So you and you kick him in the face, and you look at him, and he just.
I want to. Where is it? Come on. I want that to be the opening to plane shift. He needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, I see. Okay, excellent. All right. He gets a 12 plus nothing because he's an asshole.
Well then, he needs to be. Oh, come on. Why does my thing keep disappearing? I think he needs to be 19. He doesn't get it.
So he got a 12. So as you kick him, you kind of, what was, and he's gone. And you're just like flying there, and the crowd goes wild. And as you just like, cake. Fuck this thing.
I want to have been thinking about, you handle how this works or doesn't do anything. If we could have ridded Alex of a bad memory, maybe we did. I wanted to be targeting towards the labyrinth of the Dusk Keep when I hit that attack.
Did you plane shift this thing in his brain?
That's what I tried.
Plane shifted it, yes.
You plane shifted it towards the castle. So you could have very possibly made something physical that wasn't physical before and that was already dead and we had killed.
Yeah.
Like a god. So you kick it, and he vanishes. And you're like, I'll see you at the keep. You know what I mean? Like, got you, motherfucker. You
Not to worry about that right now.
And you hear over the loudspeaker, I think I see cheating in my arena. I don't fucking think so. And you see Mav the Shadow move some things around and stand back up. That is not Alex. And from the sky, you look up and there's just infinite pipes going up into like blackness. It's not the same as when you were here before. There was a ceiling. And down from the blackness lands Skullface again. It seems that you can't just banish him. He is part of Alex's mind.
Oh,
And
I try to help him.
Up in the control room, you can hear CARTHUS just, now get a load of this. And it is Skullface's turn. So Skullface is going to lean back, breathe in, and just release a whole bunch of radioactive goo on everybody. So everybody make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Come on. 12.
13.
12, 12, 13. Okay, so 12s don't have it. 13 doesn't have it. So you are all going to take 6 radioactive damage as he vomits on all of you. As you're like, it's not that bad.
How much?
6.
I
Not
would have
bad.
been dead.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have a whole lot though.
I would have been dead.
As he vomits on everybody, as you're like, fuck, like Jesus, and it's sizzling and burning into your skin. Esther, you feel your magic get a lot weaker. You can't quite feel its potency, as with you, Astrid. Astrid, it is now your turn. What do you do?
I want to look up to the box.
Yes.
And I'm gonna point my finger at it, and I want to say, "Why don't you come out here and fight us, you pussy? Why are you hiding behind illusions?" And then finger of death.
Ooh, okay. Very well. So you say this, and I want you to make a, what is your spellcasting?
It's charisma.
Charisma. I want you to make a charisma saving throw.
Saving throw?
Yes, because you're using magic while covered in radiation. So it's hard to punch through it.
Okay. Fuck me, dice. 14 plus 12.
Oh shit, yeah, so that's fine. So you're able to, you point at him, you say that loud and clear, and the crowd sort of gets quiet as you do so, like, oh, and you, and as you do, the finger of death slams into the force field on the side and sort of shatters a hole in it. Mav, you see that hole break through the force field of the arena. And you hear over the loudspeaker, I don't need to come out there to prove my strength. I can just drown you. And you hear, and the ground, the arena starts to open as Skullface starts laughing. Alex, you are in the crowd watching this. You are in the crowd watching this, and you're hanging out. You're hanging out with a man. This yellow ichor man is in the crowd with you, and as you look to him, he's like. He looks to you and is, what would he say? What would he say, Jeff?
I love my son.
He looks at you and says, I love my son. And it confuses you. You're like, I don't know what this is. And I don't know what's going on. And that guy's not my dad. And you look at the arena and you think these are your friends having trouble. And you look at the arena.
Yeah, where the fuck is Vondus?
He's in there. He's in with you. He's not really a fighter. He's kind of like, ah.
Yeah, but
I forgot to roll.
Trouble.
I forgot to roll his thing. So
It's okay.
So you're looking down. Yeah, you do see your friends in there, and you're like, okay. And then you see Vondus covered in radioactive goo and like wiping it off, ferociously as it's burning his skin. And you look at the control room, and there's somebody in that control room, and it's not you. And you're like, what? And kind of confused. You have limited control in this area, and Astrid just blasted a hole through the arena's force field. But you're in the audience already. What would you like to do? Is there anything you can do?
And Skullface is still there?
Skullface is huge and in the arena.
Can't I remember that I decapitated him and just think it and it happens?
I mean,
so I want you to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage because it's your brain. Because now it's CARTHUS fighting you.
All right, his first roll is a 5, and the second roll is a 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
Want to roll something? So as Skullface sits there and laughs, he goes, "You're all fucked now," and he points his claw arm at you, and all the claws sort of open, and you see this like huge gun inside, gathering energy. And he goes,
Such a rich character.
"What?"
Such a rich character. His opening line, "You're all fucked now."
He just, and you see him start vomiting blood, and you hear CARTHUS go, "No, god damn it!" And he starts grabbing his throat. His blood starts pouring from his neck, and his head starts hanging off, and he's grabbing it, trying to keep it on, as it just and slams as his whole body falls to the ground. Oops, sorry. As his whole body falls to the ground, and his head rolls and rolls into the ever-growing gap that is this floor as the head falls into the acidic goo. And there's some sort of huge creature swimming in the radiation. And you're like, and now we are back up to, it's Vondus's turn. So Vondus, covered in this goo, looks around. All right, okay, that's, and he looks at the hole in the arena. He goes, "Can anybody get up there? Does anybody need help?"
Yeah, I think I can do it.
Can they all have rocket
fling
boots?
me? Like,
Esther, can you get Mav up there?
Yeah.
Mav might be able to get into the control room.
Come with
Esther,
me.
well done. So you pick her up and start flying her. Mav, I'll say that you guys can use your movement to go through. You are now out in the arena. And fuck that! And you see him, you hear him like pull levers or whatever, and you start seeing like lasers firing down on the crowd trying to hit you. Esther, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
can I roll within my acrobatics to try and be like, no, go this way?
Yeah, actually, sure. If you want to try to, I'll tell you what, you can give him.
Roll your stuff, and then I'll tell you what this ends up
You
being
can give
if it's
him.
not high
You can
enough.
give him advantage. Roll with advantage.
All right,
Okay.
I rolled an 11 and a 17 with
There you go.
dexterity and 18.
Excellent. So as you are flying, one of the lasers, or a few of the lasers, almost hit you as Mav is like, left, no, right, up, down, and like basically, all right, okay, like telling you which way to go. As these
Right in
lasers
my leg.
into innocent people.
Ratatouille in your hair.
No, this as you are flying, Mav, you see the control room in front of you. There is a walkway and a door to the right-hand side, and this thick glass that it's just sort of like a shadow on the other side. You can't quite see in. How do you?
But Astrid's finger of death did not break the glass. Okay.
She broke the arena, but she wasn't able to break the glass.
I'm going to, because I have like a movement speed of 120 feet in 6 seconds, which is scary fast. I'm going to try to, once we're close enough, leap off of Oestre and then get to the door on the side and lockpick it if it's not already like open.
Okay, roll sleight of hand. Alex, is there anything you can do to help in this moment?
I'm gonna run to the control room.
21.
What? Can't I imagine them all to have rocket boots?
Yeah, sure. You, as you're sitting there, click, got it. What the fuck? And you now have rocket boots on your feet. Esther, as you're flying, you're like, as they get heavier, and you look and you have rocket boots.
Nice.
Astrid, you're just standing there probably picking your nails or something in the arena, and you have rocket boots. And Vondas goes, why? See, now it has rocket boots. And Mav, as soon as the door unlocks, you hear, your feet clink, and then you see clink, clink, and you look, and Alex is sitting there, ready to enter the door as well.
Are
you gonna open it?
Me?
Yes, I have a plan, but I don't know if I have enough action points to do that plan. I was gonna try to open the door, grab what's his face, and then put the rocket boots on his face and activate them to try to kill the guy quickly so we could get out of this instance. But I don't know if that would even be possible because
I'll tell you what, you can get over there. I'll let you do this with your movement speed. Let's say you're using a bunch of your speed to get through here. Then you could blast in, point your feet at his chest, and blast.
Blast like that. That's my goal. What do you want me to roll for that?
As soon as the door opens, you and blast with your rocket boots. Flip your body this way so that your feet are here, and I want you to roll dexterity to see if you can beat him at trying to dodge you. So just a straight dex roll back and forth.
Oh, but I have so much with my acrobatics. Wouldn't that be so?
You want to? We could argue that.
No, it's okay. I got 20 dex. I could also do acrobatics if you wanted me to, but.
Sure, we'll argue acrobatics. Go ahead. And hits a dexterity saving throw for him. How's that? Roll your acrobatics.
Mm-hmm. 17 plus 8.
Yeah. Nope, that beats my 15. So you blast in and slam them to his chest, and you can see now there is this horrid-looking creature. You can see he's got like nasty dripping fangs. He has one big eye in the center of his forehead, and two more here, and a cowboy hat on his head as he's standing there. He's lithe and thin and kind of tall, and he has big cowboy boots that look like they're made of skin and bone.
Oh, wonderful.
He just goes, who the fuck? And you slam your feet on his chest. He goes, shit. Boom! And it blasts him backwards and into the door. And he kind of falls to the ground, like dented into the door and hits the ground. Alex, this is the guy that was controlling the arena. This is the guy that brought Skullface back. Who is this guy? This guy's awful. You don't know who he is, but he did something. And he kind of sits there and he goes for one of the controls. Alex, what do you want to do?
I'll shoot him in the head.
Okay, just roll to shoot with one of your guns. Any of your guns.
19.
He goes, as his brains just get blasted and plastered all over the side of the control room as he kind of clunk and hits the ground. And you're like, huh. And as you kind of walk out and the crowd is sort of cheering, Alex, you feel pretty good. This is your arena. You fucking won in this place. You killed Skullface. He's gone. Fuck that shit. Yeah, fuck that shit. And you guys, Astrid, as you sort of look around, you turn your head and the arena is gone. And now you guys are standing, you know what? Let's say, now you guys are standing in what appears to be a big courtyard of like a town. It's like outside, and it's, you know, gravel or you know, asphalt beneath your feet, and there's a huge statue of a chicken in the just staring right back at you, and you're like, oh shit. Mav, you're like, what the fuck, where are we now? And it seems odd, like different, like the town is definitely strange and it's sort of dark, you can't really see anything, and you guys are like, oh fuck, we know where we are. Yeah, it's ain't so bad. Like, we remember this motherfucking place. And as you stand here, looking, gathering your surroundings, you hear like a megaphone kind of. You hear, well. Seems you coming to my town. Well, the mayor of Henlet ain't too happy about this.
Who's the mayor?
I am.
Who
asshole.
are you?
We killed the mayor.
Yeah, we killed the mayor.
Sorry, but I'm alive and well. And I got a few people who seem to be disgruntled with you. And he goes, boys, and backs up. And you hear like, clunk, 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 clunk. It sounds like a lot of metal footfalls. And you can see what looks like all of these knights who were in sort of the like metal, they're wearing like metal chest pieces and the clothes of like Marcellia, as they come walking out like clunk, clunk, clunk. And they point to all of you, and he goes, get him. And they all just start charging after you. You guys get to act first. I'm just going to go down the line. Astrid, you go first. What do you want to do?
Oh.
Do you want me to go something else?
Yes.
Okay. Esther, you go first.
How far away are they?
60 feet.
Is it like dark or anything at all?
Yeah, it's kind of dark and like foggy.
I want to spread my wings and fly, but also I want to use my disguise to look like the priest.
Okay, so you kind of spin around with your wings and open them, and you now look like the priest.
Oh, with like angel wings, I guess.
Yes.
All right, so this is like a couple layers of misdirection, because these are psychic defenses of Alex posing as guards.
Now they're kind of in control of CARTHUS. CARTHUS is leading these ones.
Oh, so this, all right, so this might not work.
Like, the psychic defenses are a lot weaker. CARTHUS sort of hijacked them.
Do they react upon seeing me? Are they just charging?
What do you say to them?
Defenses of.
I'll have you roll deception for me.
Yeah.
Roll deception. I think that's a good way to do it. A pretty good deception, actually. I don't know. Jealous? Jealous of that deception?
No.
12 plus 11, 23.
Deception. Mine's better.
What'd you get?
23.
23? No, not even close. So, what do you say to them? Or do you say anything or just rise?
Defenses of Henlet, come to me in your time of need.
As you see a bunch of them like, and there's like lifelessness behind their like helmets as they look upon you, and a bunch of them seem to bow. And CARTHUS goes, motherfucker. He's like, yeah.
We remember where the mayor's house is.
Yes.
I'm going to the mayor's house.
You're just gonna walk away?
Yeah, fuck this shit.
All right, you're like, you just start pissing off. And CARTHUS goes, God damn it. Fine. I'll do it my fucking self.
Oh, about time.
And he goes,
Alex, I don't know how this guy has control of you. He's like a coward.
Yeah, he's a parasite. And he goes, all right, time to put on the big boy boots. Get out of here, Captain. And the guard captain shows up. And it is this huge, gargantuan tower of metal.
So he said
with-
he's gonna do it himself,
with
and someone
two-
else came out.
with 2 huge maces in his hands, both glowing yellow. And at the top of this mountain of metal is what appears to be that same man with a cowboy hat. One eye in the center of his forehead, his nasty kind of self. And he has what appears to be this long rifle made of like flesh and bone. And he goes, "Fuck you and fuck the horse you rode in on." And Mav, what would you like to do?
I sent you a message, and if we
did
can't
you?
do that, then I
didn't
can
ride
come up with
in on
something
a
else.
horse.
Okay, hold on, let me see. We could say whatever it is you could have been doing in a minute, but let me see.
Okay, smart eye.
This was before he like walked down, so if we need to alter it, then we can.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I didn't see these other messages you sent me.
What did I send you?
The reps. I apologize. So,
Oh, it's okay. It's all finished anyways. I said, fuck it. She's not going to notice
Okay.
the arm difference.
Esther, you've lost sight of Mav, and as you look around, then out comes this huge sort of behemoth on the top, and with riding on top is CARTHUS with a rifle, and he raises the rifle and goes, "What'd you have in mind?" And you're like, "What?" Because you don't get it, Esther. You don't know what he's talking about. Mav, what do you say?
Mav looks over from his perch on top of the chicken statue, and he says, "Be civilized about this. Show me your true self in this, and we can have an honest discussion."
So you can kill me? Hell no. I got a couple of layers of defense still to go. Why would I lay myself bare? I can hear you just fine right here.
How about we make it, you agree to come to a deal with me, and I promise that I will not kill you. That's one less person out of 2. And if you're really as powerful as you say as you are, these 2 shouldn't really be any kind of threat to you, right? I mean, you're this thing that has lived for so many hundreds of years, and obviously you're in a place of power above us. There's nothing really that you could lose.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong. Ah, 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Things to consider. You're a devil. He's a demon. He's
Yeah.
not a devil, right? You're invading to try to rip him out of here.
And maybe give him a better home.
Was kind of a high DC. Sorry, devil, but I ain't in the business of deals. I'm in the business of taking what's mine. So go fuck yourself. Astrid, you walk through the darkness, and in the darkness you find a massive shape shifting. Do you try to avoid it, or do you approach it, or do you try to speak to it?
Is it like the scene in Wizard of Oz where they just go around the curtain at the end and he's in there?
No, you went the other way.
Oh.
And you're walking, because you went to go to find the mayor's house. So as you're walking through the town, because you walked away from the fight, you start walking through the town and you see a large, like, lumbering sort of shape in the darkness.
What is it?
I don't know, do you approach it or do you avoid it entirely?
It's just like a blob.
It's like a humanoid shape, but it's big.
I go near it.
Okay. You approach and you find Gore,
Yeah,
wandering in
that's
the
what I thought.
darkness. And as Gore turns around to you, you see that his face is not horribly disfigured, but he just looks like a normal Goliath.
Am I able to change my appearance in this hellscape to look like I used to?
Like the old Astrid?
Mhm.
I want you to roll wisdom. Just make a wisdom check. No. Deception. Roll deception.
Okay.
Because you're trying to lie to Alex's mind and CARTHUS.
18.
18? Okay. Sure.
Okay.
You approach as Gore turns to you. Hello, how are you?
No. No.
Alex always liked Gore.
Alex, what have you done?
Alex, you've noticed that Gore has met a new friend. Do you want to go out and also meet whoever is being nice to Gore?
Yeah, but what form should I take?
Whatever you want. What do you want to take? Are you you? Are you you back when you first started with your simple ballistic vest and gun when you first met Gore?
Yeah.
Okay. So out comes Alex with simple ballistic vest and a ballistic mask, I believe. Or no, this is before you even had your metal mask.
Mhm.
And he comes out with like the sidearm and everything. And you see Astrid standing there, back like how you used to know her when you
Oh,
first
hi,
met her.
Astrid.
What did he say?
Oh, hi, Astrid.
Oh, hi.
What are you doing here?
What?
Alex, I've met a friend.
Oh, very nice.
Just
Well, do
stopping-
I know? I remember her, right?
Yeah, you remember Astrid. Sure.
I'm just stopping by. What are you still doing here?
We're about to invade the town.
Yes.
So now you guys are in charge, right?
Well, not yet. We need to take over the town. I was going to collect honey badgers from the woods.
I have to kill the priest.
And we have to kill the priest.
Oh my god.
What?
This is something that happened? Did they literally collect
This was
honey
the
badgers?
first.
Oh, the honey
session.
badgers, yeah. Oh, the honey badgers were a real thing.
Just
Dire honey badgers.
Esther looks like the priest. And it's not in game.
We have to go kill the priest.
All right, let's get the honey badgers and hurry back, okay?
Alex, would you like to go get the honey badgers now? I thought we still had a bit.
No, it's happening now. We don't have any time.
Well, I'm sure Gore could do that alone, right? Didn't he grab them alone?
Well, if you say so.
I believe in you.
All right, Oh, maybe I shouldn't?
I want to dominate him.
You want to dominate him?
Oh, wait, is that bad? Should I not do that in here? Because
Go ahead.
it's a part of his brain.
Oops, you already did it. So you go to dominate him, and it does not work because he is literally a construct inside of his mind.
Wait a second. But didn't we say earlier this session too that Astrid still has power over Alex's brain?
No, that was back in the.
Yeah, I don't,
She
I'm not in
released
there
that
anymore.
power.
She released it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So you you can't really grab this one, but you can try to persuade him.
Can I
Yes.
feeble minded and bring him back to the way he's supposed to be?
Yeah, sure. He fails the save. Don't worry. He fails it. Astrid, you wave your hand at him.
Because
and
we're
goes,
friends, and that's, you know what I mean?
He
That's
goes, well, I don't know if I should. I feel like there's a voice in my head telling me that
it'll always the creature will always remember their friends and protect them. You know what I mean?
He looks at Alex and smiles. He looks at you and smiles.
Ah,
And he wanders into the woods. As
You
you guys
made
go
him worse.
no,
back.
that was about to be a second enemy.
Are you bringing Alex back?
Yeah.
Alex, you arrive with Astrid back to the main courtyard, and you see this huge gargantuan metal monster, and you're like, oh, that's the guard captain. I remember him. He hit me in the fucking face with a mace. He was really strong, and he took forever for you guys to kill. He was a tough guy. And on top of him is, you're not sure, some sort of strange evil man. And this gargantuan thing is about to fight your friends. I'm going to let you decide how to help in the very beginning.
Say, there he is, and start shooting at him.
Start shooting at the big guard captain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bing, bing, bing.
Roll to just roll to hit your 3 attacks.
So I rolled a natural 18.
Okay. Is that a crit for you?
I'm looking now. I don't know if I have that yet.
Yes. I'm pretty sure it is. You're level 18. We'll say it is. Roll your other 2 attacks.
Nope, it's 19 or 20 right now.
I was going to give it to you.
All right, so just roll damage. What am I? Oh. 3d8 plus 5.
You could just roll your 3 attacks and see if they hit.
Okay. 17 without a modifier, and then a 7 plus 14.
Okay.
22.
So as you boom, 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 and start firing, and he kind of the bullets ping into his armor. You're definitely doing damage, but he's just sort of pissed off. and he takes one of the maces and throws them at Esther. And I'm going to 4 plus 5. Nope, that's not going to hit you. You still have a really good AC, right, Esther?
No.
Oh, does a 9 hit you?
Oh, no.
Okay. So he throws one of the maces, and you like definitely get out of the way as it like and lands into the ground, and all of the knights kind of turn around. They look to you and they look to him like confused as to what they should do.
I want to take out Spite and point it at him.
And they like and they all take out their weapons and point at him, and as he stands there, another mace and like appears in his hand as he's looking down at the people, and CARTHUS goes, "Fuck them! Kill these guys, and I'll handle the rest." And the massive guard captain starts swinging at the knights, destroying them as CARTHUS takes aim at I'm gonna say Astrid, and goes to shoot. He gets a natural 1 as he and the bullet goes and just stops in front of you, and he goes, "Fuck." And you see him like, and like the shell flies out as he aims, and this time takes aim at Esther. 10 plus 10 is a 20. Esther, a 20 hits you, does it not?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to say that he fires, and let's say his gun does 5 damage. Boom! As it's this huge rifle just, oh, fuck, and it hits you, piercing right through you. Take 5 more damage to your body.
I want to use my reaction and use payback on him.
Oh, and how does that work?
After taking damage from an attack, the user may use an action or reaction to make a melee or ranged spell attack to deal the exact same amount of damage back to the attacking target. It is considered necrotic slashing.
So as the bullet hits you, you and launch this energy from Spite, as it's this like dark sort of energy that just flies back out and hits him as he goes fuck and gets slammed like cocksucker.
I like to imagine he shot me, and like the bullet like went through my body into the sword and like threw it back.
Oh hell yeah! Like the energy as it like, and then you like launched it back. Fuck yes! As you slam back into him, and he's like, God, what the fuck? Astrid, what would you like to do? Actually, Mav hasn't done anything in a little bit. Mav, what would you like to do in this instance?
Hide. You would like to hide.
Do you want to try to use your movement to get over close to him?
No, I want to hide and then fling my dagger if that's possible.
Yes, sure.
17 plus 8. So hide.
Oh yeah.
I'm going. Okay, and then.
And yeah, let's do your damage because your damage is fun with your crazy sneak attack damage.
18 plus 14 to hit.
Oh my god. Yep.
Okay. 41 plus 2.
Yes, we show me.
I'm just gonna
43 plus 8.
Okay.
51 points of damage to CARTHUS.
All right. As he goes, oh shit. Well, this time I'll aim for your fucking head. As he aims the rifle at you, Esther, you see, and he goes, fuck. As he just tumbles off of the creature as it slants to the ground, and this massive behemoth looks to all of you and just starts to charge.
Oh. I thought that would get rid of it.
Yourself? Okay, so Astrid's sitting there going, and doing something to herself. Alex, there's this huge monster charging at you. What do you want to do? How do you stop it?
Shoot
It looks invincible. What?
Shoot his face.
His face is all heavily armored.
They're all metal.
He's like a tower of metal, and it's like a helmet. You want to aim for just his eyes? Like the
Sure.
eye? Okay, fine. Roll the hit with your 3 attacks.
And then I want to dodge out of the way.
You have to get, I'm going to say, let's make this crazy. You have to get higher than a 17 to hit him.
Easy. I just rolled an 18 plus 14.
All right. Well, okay. I forgot about your pluses. That's my fault.
I haven't been even adding the pluses.
Shouldn't have said it out loud.
I should have said it was like a 25 or something.
8 plus 14.
So you and shoot out his eyes, and it just running, and he hauls ass right for the chicken statue, slams into it. He tumbles over it, falls down, and as he like throws it off you and starts standing up, you see this massive badger jump onto him, and he's like, and another one, and another one, and another one, and then Gore leap on the back of his head and go, and you just see like hear him like roaring because he can't speak anymore, and starts headbutting the helmet, and it starts denting in as the badgers start ripping at this thing, and you all start kind of backing away as the badgers are just ripping him to pieces. And as you guys look at this, you hear, "Hi!" And you all turn, and you're all on a boat. And the wind is strong. Very strong. Because you're in the sky. And in front of you, it appears that there is a woman in a pirate's clothes.
Of course we couldn't get away from this.
With two handguns drawn. And there's Carthus behind her with 2 revolvers as well. And there are a bunch of what appears to be these other, not piratey, but they're her crew standing there with guns drawn, cutlasses drawn, surrounding you.
I ask Mondus, how many more fucking layers of this shit do we have to go through? He's not that complex of a person.
This was a pretty traumatic moment in his life. He felt betrayed.
If we have to go through every trauma, we're gonna be here till we're dead.
Look,
What is this?
You're not telling me, but with everything that we defeat, Carthus is growing weaker. I don't think he has much left.
Bitch, what do you think of me? And I lift up my shirt and there's like a hole literally through me.
That looks bad.
We can't stay here.
That looks super bad. Oh my God. And he goes, look, Carthus is getting less and less imaginative. He's getting more desperate. I think we're close. Now it's just, he's straight up surrounding us with guns. He doesn't know what to do. I know what to do. Fuck you, little rabbit. He goes, now look here.
His mouth is the front of the ship.
Astrid?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Secrets.
Secrets.
How many of us are trying to read his lips right now?
Trying to read Amanda's reaction. I'm gonna unmute Evan.
I'm gonna see if this is your reaction.
Okay, so he goes, now, I'm feeling benevolent. So, before we start shooting, I think I would like to try to make a deal. Because I think I got something that you really want. Care to listen?
Mav, is he able to do this in the stream world where he pulls out like a contract? Where he's like,
sure.
We are allowed to speak about this, but speaking about this contract in no way means that we are actually agreeing to the contract that is being spoken about. Like, it's just a bunch of technical jargon that's just like, we can talk about it. I'm not agreeing to anything, and you can't hold it against me yet. And it applies to everyone here.
It will
sign
it. I'm not signing shit. What is this going to be a verbal agreement? Because I'm not coming anywhere near. I'm staying gun length away. So here's the deal. You leave. And on your way out, you pull the plug on old Alex. Now, you might be thinking how you might do that. Well, it's simple. While you're in here, the main thing running the show is that little furry fuck you got next to you. And I get the sneaking suspicion y'all don't really like him. So, you crush that little fuck here and now. You lose all sense of control of this world, and you hop out. In one day, Alex will be mine, and mine alone. He'll never be able to get rid of me. I'll still let him make decisions and talk and think, so that's nice, but I'll always be here, gnawing at him. And there will be a day when he dies, and I take full control. Now that is, I think, reasonable.
Hey, I have a question.
Because the alternative is I kill you all in here.
Counter offer.
Sure.
How about you leave and we get you, because is that all you want is a body?
A strong one.
Why don't we just get you a body? That's not Alex.
That's strong.
Alex is pretty tempting, though. Do you think you can find me someone better?
Can he go in a demon?
Demon? Well, yeah. But he's got to be stupid enough to get the gun. He's got to use the gun.
I got someone for you.
You're not thinking of giving it to Arthur, are you?
No. The Garistro?
A Garistro? A Garistro.
The ultimatum is we would ask for your help in this end game.
Ding.
And then you're free to go with this new body.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. You give the gun to the Garistro, they're stupid as hell.
Oh, I control it, so I can make it do whatever I want.
Fuck me. Now, when I hop in it, you'll lose control and it'll be mine.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
I
lot
think so.
easier nut to crack. I mean, this guy is no genius, but it still takes a while. And I'll have a better connection. Not a bad idea. Alex, you're hearing every bit of this because you're down in the captain's quarters laying on her bed because you are now her concubine. And you're like, boy, I can't wait till she gets back. I love her so much. And then you're hearing all this and you're like, do you like the sound of this deal? This creature has run roughshod on your mind, has tried to kill you literally every morning, has tried to make you blow your brains out to take full control of your body, and has been fighting you guys tooth and nail the whole way, bringing back horrible traumas and the like, and using your own mind against you. Are you okay with fighting alongside him? Are you okay with what is about to transpire? You can hear this deal.
So yeah, I'm okay with getting him out of my head, and I'll leave it at that.
So you're okay, you'd rather this than kill him?
Like, I can't kill him as it is.
They probably could.
Nah, I just want him out right now.
So you can be on the deck. You can be on the deck if you'd like and give your 2 cents as you hear this.
I think it's a fantastic idea.
He just pops
good.
up in pajamas.
And Carla Lily turns around and goes, who let you out? Get back down there, you. You're like, you. So Vondas looks back. Well, if Alex is all right with it, then I guess it's okay. Are you all sure that you can trust this thing?
It'll be out of Alex.
I mean,
Not as far as I can throw it, but I mean.
And we're making a deal, so I mean.
It's not a bad idea. How do I know that the minute I pop out and put myself in that gun, you won't toss the gun into oblivion?
Because it would be beneficial to us as well to have you fight endgame.
Nearly impossible to break my gun.
And then you can just take the body because I won't need it. Otherwise, we just kill you here. I mean.
Are you lying?
No.
Okay, you're honestly telling the truth?
Yeah.
Okay, then his insight means something. All right.
I never lie.
A deal's a deal. I'll hop out as soon as y'all leave. I'll go with you.
You gonna sign on that? I'll chuck this over there.
You're gonna shake on
He
it?
walks. Yeah, he walks past the devil, going and moving the things. Goes. Demons. Ow! Demons don't sign shit. We shake on it. And he shakes the hands of Astrid's nasty lich form as
my fingers curl around.
Your nasty
you
fingers
said he's
curl around.
small, like
He's
small?
thin, so he has long, thin fingers too. As your nasty hands clasp together, and he looks to you, and you are now holding the gun.
Oh fuck! All right.
And you're like, and you hear in your head, better give it to that Oestre. As you're like, uh-oh. Because he just STD'd you from Alex's brain. And Vaughn just goes, all right. Well, that de-escalated that, I guess.
Out, please.
Everybody's asleep. He's just talking to himself.
No, you're all in there. And he goes, this is kind of nice. I sort of like this boat. Alex, this is a nice boat.
Out.
I like how it's in
I'm
the
gonna
sky.
point the gun at him.
All right, okay, crap. And you all and wake up. You all feel exhausted and tired and hurt. Mav, you have like a horrible bruise in your side. As you're like, ugh. So you all feel sort of
How much actual damage did we take?
a bunch of psychic damage. I'll say you all took like 50 psychic damage from that.
Probably gonna long rest.
Hey, Astrid.
What?
Astrid,
Yes.
put the gun on the table. Can you just put the gun on the table?
Now.
You want me to put it on the table?
Can you put it down?
Can I put it down?
Okay, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage. Disadvantage, that means you take the 7 that you rolled.
I know
Okay.
what disadvantage means. Saving throw?
Yes.
15.
Okay. You're like, sure. And you place the gun on the table.
I don't take my hand
And
off.
well, you place the gun on the table and then you pull your hand back and you feel the hammer cock back and you put it to your head. And I want you to roll a d6. God, it would be such a waste of everything that you've built yourself into, wouldn't it?
Question.
Yes.
Does my foresight come into play in this at all?
Fuck. It would have. Okay, ready? Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna have you roll. You put you cock the hammer back, put the gun against your head, pull the trigger. The bullet rips through your brain. Astrid, you die there on the floor. You feel your consciousness slip away as you hear the laughter of CARTHUS. CARTHUS stands up with the gun and begins firing on all of the party.
You mean in my body?
In your body.
Oh, no,
as
no,
he fires,
no.
as he fires first at Esther, he's banishing Mav or putting her in some sort of bizarre spell. As he fires again, he takes control of Alex's body as he just starts eradicating the team. And then you see this fire erupt from his body as he seems to be able to do things that you can't. He kills the entire team, looks to the tree and goes, "Mine now," in your body. And you... I probably shouldn't put that gun on the table.
I'm not. I just had a final destination permanently.
You're like, thank God for that spell.
Is the Garistro here at the tree?
I
don't know where he is.
He's at the keep technically, but yeah, we could say he's at the tree. That's fine.
All right.
It's all fucking Mobius at this point. Your guys' different bases. I'm like, yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna go
wherever.
give him the gun.
So you ignore Esther, like, nope. And just walk out, your tail like behind you as you leave the room, walking with this demonic pistol. Alex, you wake up. You had some dry mouth, and you remember it.
That's twice I've saved
You
you.
remember it
Headhunter.
like a weird, bizarre dream. And you look around and see your friends there. And Vonus goes, how do you feel?
I want to destroy that gun.
Well, you had the chance to. All right. Well, you should have made that.
I didn't have the chance in my mind.
You did have the chance in your mind. They were going to. Whatever. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It would have been like 3 more missions. I had to do it right then.
It was going to be one more mission. It's going to be given to the Garistro. Now the Garistro is going to be some sort of unstoppable monster. More than he already is.
We'll kill him.
Sure we will, buddy. And he puts his little paw on you. We cut to the Garistro as you see it hunched. You're looking at its back, Astrid, as you walk behind it, and you hear it like crunching and eating something. And as you approach, it seems to just know that you're there, and it kind of turns and like and grows, stands up like at attention, and it is holding like a deer, like an entire stag, but like half of one because it's like eating it, like ripping it apart like a hot dog. Yes.
I'm gonna levitate up to it, your
new form is lovely, mistress.
And I wanna hand it out. Am I able to let go? Does it?
As it puts it in his hands, you hear CARTHUS almost like he's walking out a door in your mind, like walking away as his voice gets quieter. And he just goes, See you on the other side.
Remember our deal.
And you don't hear that. You don't hear any
Response.
reply.
Yeah.
But the Garistro, I do not. And the gun is large now. It is large. And cannon for a Garistro made of meat and bones and teeth.
It's like a tank.
As he looks at it,
I guess
remember how much damage it did?
this is one way to get a demon out.
No, it doesn't do that much damage.
Mistress, it requires food. And you can see veins growing further in his hairy arms.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him to get rid of it.
Innocence.
Oh.
I will kill innocence.
Okay.
And just starts walking, not awaiting your instruction, and just starts walking.
That might be a problem.
It's not ours, though.
As he just, and Vanis goes, "Sure, buddy, we'll do that. Yeah." And just looks out the window.
We may have.
Who wants hot cocoa? Huh? You want some hot cocoa, buddy?
I want to get in the pool.
Yeah, I want to get in that pool too. And you all start wandering to the pool as the Garistro wanders off. Astrid, you have lost one of your most beloved.
No, it's fine. It's still gonna serve its purpose.
But that's quite a selfless, good sacrifice you've done.
That's 2 times I've saved 10.
She's a good character.
She is a good character. There's hope for her yet, you guys. We can turn her.
We're
I
all
have-
good people. We're really just misunderstood.
Blondest,
No, you're
Astrid, and Headhunter are good characters.
Anyway.
Mav's just the asshole.
I think we will stop there for today. Having saved Headhunter from the demonic parasite of CARTHUS.
That's what we planned to do, too. This was supposed to be...
You can clearly tell that I had written out the entire adventure.
You
and it
didn't
was
even
fully
need to.
prepared.
There are
You did
no
a
more
very good
strings
job.
on me.
Yeah.
I
Having
love-
literally no context for that.
I love that we were all making it. I thought that was really cool. Like, all right, what's out there? A bunker. Okay, bunker.
I can read the subtitles.
That's good. That was good shit. And then like the arena, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, let's do the arena. No, that was good. That was fun. I like that. I'll do that a little bit more. And when it comes to like
And weird mind shit.
that isn't like real, when it's like hypnosis stuff or mind stuff, I'll probably do that more. Like, what should be there? A door?
We'll never
No.
request
Yeah.
a mind game ever again.
You what?
We'll never request it again. It'll never come up organically when you ask
Yeah,
us.
right. Now that I'm like, maybe I should think of ways to make it better. No, we didn't want it.
That was good.
So all right, guys. That was a good one. I had a good time. That was a lot of fun. Challenging and fun. And
I
now
think
you got rid of CARTHUS.
We should have destroyed the gun, but I didn't want to make that go any longer than it had to.
I liked it. I was going to say, we're getting closer to the end, so it's cool being able to go all the way back to the beginning with horseshit like this.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing Henlet again.
Henley.
I was gonna go right to the boat, but I was like, oh, but Henlet though, and that big chicken. I remember that big chicken. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna stop recording.
Go for it.
Until next time.
Goodbye.